Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my kitchen here at Okies Eden. What are we going to make today in the crock pot? Well, you're just going to have to stick around and find out in 3, 2, 1. Okay, today in the purple kitchen, we are doing pork ribs. Half a rack here, half a rack still in the fridge. There are two schools of thought in cooking ribs in my house. Some like the rub or the barbecue sauce cooked on. Some just like salt and pepper, maybe some garlic or paprika, and placed in the oven and cooked in the oven for about 3 hours. I'm doing both today, but I'm only going to show the ribs done in the crock pot. I'm going to get to the spice mixture here shortly. As a side, I had 1 pound of baby reds I harvested from my garden yesterday. And we're going to smash those up. They're going to be a rustic smash with the skins on. And I do have my last set of garlic, my last cloves of garlic from my garden for 2025. This and butter and salt and pepper and this garlic will go into those smashed potatoes from the garden. So stick around as I do ribs and smashed potatoes. We'll see you in a few minutes as I spice up the ribs. Okay, so here we go. Half rack of ribs. My spicing mixture is as follows. half a teaspoon of garlic, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of paprika, quarter teaspoon of ginger, and 1 teaspoon of brown sugar. Okay, we got all those into the pool. Now we're just going to mix these up. Smells really good. Now this is for a half rack. Like I said, the ribs going in the oven, I won't put in until this afternoon because they're only a 3-hour cook, low and slow. This is all day long in my crock pot on low. So half rack, I'm going to just cut in half. The ribs to better fit. I have a large crock pot, but it cooks better, I think. That bone will not separate. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to apply our spice rub. And I'm going to show you something here in a moment. Apply this liberally because a lot of this, as it heats up and cooks, it'll form liquid from the fats, and it will become more like a sauce down in the bottom. People ask if I remove the silver skin. I do not. I don't mind the silver skin. I know professional barbecuers will tell you to remove the skin, the silver skin. I do not. Okay. Okay, we're going to get those into the hot tub. And it already smells good, okay? So I'm going to place these down in here. Pick up all that goodness. Boom. Boom. I will set this on low. Now, what I did want to share with you was I do have sauce prepared. You can use your favorite barbecue sauce, but the other day when I did my shredded chicken recipe, the crock pot shredded chicken, I had the remainder of the juices from the crock pot, and I put those in a dish, or I'm sorry, a pot, and I simmered it on the stove for about a half an hour and reduced it to this thick, delicious barbecue sauce. So this is what's going to go on my barbecue ribs later when I eat them. I'll probably eat half with and half without, but I'll brush this on after they cook. So stick around. In a little while, I will show you the potatoes, how they're coming along, and what I'm doing with those. So we'll see you in probably 7 hours, and we'll do a taste test with this, my garlic smashed red potatoes, and then we'll do the taste. We'll see you then. Okay, so here we are. I have almost 1 pound of my own baby red potatoes that I harvested yesterday. They are really looking good. Behind me, I have water heating up to boil these, and these will become my rustic garlic smashed potatoes. I'm cutting them in probably half-inch chunks or so. And then in a minute, I'm going to press my garlic that the last bit of my garlic from my garden. You can hear behind me, I have some butter browning to mix the garlic with. So let's get this in the stove so these can get cooked. Let's press my garlic and then we'll put it all together. Okay, we are going to break out my garlic press. I have 3 cloves left from my garlic. We will press those off. I'll tell you what, fresh garlic is so much better than what I like to call jarlic, where they kind of mix everything together and then they put citrus in it to keep it from browning, and I think it destroys the flavor, in my opinion. It's great in a pinch, but if you have the opportunity for fresh garlic, which thanks to the former homeowner that planted it in the back, I still get it every year. So there it is. I have my pressed garlic. Let's take this over to the stove and mix this with my butter. Okay, so my butter is slowly browning. I have it on low right now. It's starting to boil off a lot of the liquid. It is 6 tablespoons of butter. And so it's on right now, it's on number 2 or low for my oven or for my stove. So I don't want to burn the butter. And I'm not going to get it super brown. I just want this to get fragrant. And then when I mash the potatoes, this is going to get added to the potatoes with a little bit of cream. And that is going to make those potatoes pop. Those are baby reds from my garden. They are organic. They are delicious. And I'm adding garlic from my yard. It's just going to set the ribs. It's going to be a great side to these ribs that I'm doing. The ribs are almost done. We're about ready for a taste test. The potatoes have about another, probably 5 minutes before they're fork tender for me to be able to mash them. And then we'll bring it all together and we will be back in about 10 minutes. See you then. Okay, let's bring this all together, people. What I have is almost 1 pound of my fork tender baby reds that I harvested yesterday. So I'm just mashing them a little bit. I like them rustic. I like the skins on. There's a lot of nutrition in those skins. I have mixed my butter. I've browned the butter. I've added a little bit of cream and my garlic. So I'm going to go very conservative with the mixture because you don't want to overdo it. Then what I'm going to do is let me separate these ribs. And you know what? That is more than enough for me. I love that. It's going to be creamy. It's going to be garlicky. That's other than the butter. That's 100% farm to table from my garden. Cut these ribs in half. We'll be right back. Okay, everybody. So I have my smashed potatoes. I will put some of those in a dish for me. There they are. Garlic in my brown butter with my potatoes from my garden, fresh yesterday. That's as farm to table as you get. This is the plain rib from the crock pot. Cooked to about 195. I did them on low for about 6 hours. And you can see it falls off the bone. And that's how I like them. The bone just pops right out. See that? When it comes to brisket, ribs, loin, beef, anything, chicken, one of my favorite ways, salt, pepper, maybe a little paprika. And that's more than enough for me. I don't like to push it, but sometimes I do like sauce. And with that said, if you remember, the other day I did that chicken in the crock pot, and I had some of the sauce left over, which is in here, and I am going to brush it on lightly on one of the ribs. And I mean, I've been using this. I put this on mac and cheese the other night. I know that's probably heresy or whatever you want to call it, but look at that. That's with that barbecue sauce. So let's give this a rip. You see that pull off the bone? Look at that. That is juicy. Delicious. Wow. Next time I have a party, I will do ribs in the crock pot. Okay, let's get after these. These are my potatoes with my garlic smashed in a rustic fashion, skins on, and they are delicious. This just screams barbecue. I browned the butter before I added the garlic. So that just gives you that extra caramel, extra flavor that really goes well with potatoes and barbecue. Well, everybody, I'm going to call this one a success. This is the first time I've done barbecue ribs, and it will not be the last. They are delicious. It was easy. I threw it in low for 6 hours, checked it with my timer, threw a little sauce on it. you have a delicious pork meal. They were $7.50 for a whole rack. The potatoes and the garlic were free. So we will have half a rack each divided by $7.50, which is what? $3.75. So we're going to have a rib dinner tonight for $3.75. You go to a restaurant, you're going to pay $20 for half a rack currently. So you can have delicious, nutritious, awesome, hearty meals in your kitchen. Just take a little time, a little patience, and just do it. We will see you in the next one.